Ah, we are.
Addiction is not a death sentence.
You are now about to witness the greatest show on earth.
Music in Mayhem.
Music in Mayhem.
I'm Manny Vitale.
It's Skylar Ray, baby.
This is Music in Mayhem.
What is going on, everybody? It is Wednesday. It is April the 30th. It's time for Music in Mayhem, and you can see we're here already, man. Me and Skylar Ray. And, we forgot OG.
That's okay.
Oh.
Show OG to the world, baby.
Hold on, man. Bam!
Here,
OG's in the house.
I'm here.
Hey.
And there's Woe's with us.
And we are right on time. It is 7:06-ish. And
Whoa, you got a baby yet?
yeah, what's that?
I said, whoa, do you have a baby
We
yet?
got a baby. Whoa, we waiting for baby. Whoa.
Yeah, we are.
But yeah, we just gonna get this baby rolling, see how today goes. As you can tell, the voice is taking a dump on me. That's because, of course, okay, OG, we're gonna give you a little pop to the green room.
Okay.
You know, like when you're alone and you're traveling in the park late at night, the women have like the whistles and like the young kids have the whistles. Well, Manny was running through the park with his whistle, and it was late, and he tripped, and he ended up swallowing it. So that's why.
Yeah. I tell you what, I wish it sounded like that. It sounded a lot better than this shit, man. And it's so crazy because we're scheduled for New York. For every 6 weeks or so, we try to head out to the studio in New York, and it never fails. Right before the last 3 visits out there, it's like all of a sudden, bam!
Yeah.
It says King Handsome says sound.
Hold on, let me make sure the sound is working on my end. Hold on. I hear the sound coming through.
King
Okay,
Handsome.
I hear it. We're good. Yes, indeed. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm not sure what he said by sound, but check it out. Well, so we want to know if you had that baby yet. If you guys do not know, King Handsome is supposed to have a mini woe any single day. We've been expecting it for the last 10 days. I know she's only been due for the last 8, but we are constantly waiting, and I am eager and excited to meet the little one. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time. Anytime we can add a new addition to the family, you can't argue with that, right?
You would be the best uncle ever.
Little Woe was originally, from what he said, was actually due on the 20th.
Yep.
Was April 20th was the
Ooh,
original
honey.
due date.
10 days
And,
late.
yeah, so as of yet, it's still no baby Woe yet. And but that's all right. You know what? Baby Woe will come out when Baby Woe is ready.
I'm just feeling bad for Jazz.
Oh,
That's, she's probably
Poor
not sleeping
Jazz.
well.
Make sure you guys keep her in your prayers.
oh my God.
Yes, indeed. So
And
check
right
it out.
now-
So Manny's throat is all messed up. He always gets sick. He gets cursed with the curse. He didn't swallow his rape whistle. What happened was his voice always runs out right before he goes to New York. And so, Manny, you want to kind of tell him what's going on if you can?
Yeah. And it's crazy too, man, because the other day, every now and then you get that little, it's like, oh shit. And it started to clear up a little bit. And as I'm going over some of the different things with Coach and all that, it started to go out a little bit. And I go, no shit, man, getting ready because May 15th through the 19th, I think.
Very
We're gonna,
good.
hey, look at that. We're gonna be in heading to White Plain, New York, then to Danbury, Connecticut, Richfield, Connecticut,
Yeah.
and sure as shit, the voice starts to go, but that's all right. The show must go on. But all is good, man. And like I
Tell him
said,
about your long distance phone call today.
oh yeah.
something
It was a great way. I got a call. First time I ever got a call from Thailand.
Oh, snap.
One of very cool ass dude, man, that I've been following for a while. He goes by the Sensitive Biker. His name is Thomas Guffey Vestergaard, and he's been around a while. And he's got the Sensitive Biker podcast, and he is the president and El Jefe of the KOSA, the Knights of St. Anthony Motorcycle Foundation, or not Motorcycle Clubs Foundation. And he was on my brother Bill Stacks, chatting with Stacks. He was on his show last night, and we went back and forth. And Thomas was nice enough to call me from Thailand today, and we're going to set up a
Amazing.
show. And yeah, really looking forward to it. So Thomas, thank you so much, and really looking forward to it, brother. But other than
Guys,
that,
you
man,
guys
just
doing a different show, or are you guys doing Fight or War?
that's gonna be my fight or war.
Are you guys doing?
He's gonna come on.
Okay.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, no! I
Want
was
him
just
to
saying.
come on
Okay.
and talk to him.
Yeah, he has a hell of a story. As I was listening to more of his story, you'll see him a lot on TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff as well. But hearing his background and his testimony and story, just like yours and everyone else's, man, I was listening to it more in detail and really paying a lot more attention. And it's just incredible, man, the similarities. So really looking forward to it. We got Leroy in the house too.
Leroy.
Leroy
Big man
Ebron.
Leroy, baby. Yes, indeed.
So what's
Yeah,
going
man.
on with you and Kayla? What's going on with the tour? What's going on with all that good stuff?
With the three of you. Okay.
Not much, not much. You know, I got a call today from a foundation, Rise. Hold on. Let me find it. A foundation called Rise. They work with kids out of South Carolina, and what they work on is they work on preventative care, meaning before they reach into addiction. They have a very successful organization. I had the founder get a hold of me yesterday, and we jumped up on a call. It's called Rise Prevention, but it's spelled RIZE prevention.org if you want to learn more about them. And what they do, they're based out of South Carolina, and what they want me to do is become an ambassador for their organization, their nonprofit, and be able to kind of represent them and spread awareness, basically, on they're there to step in to try to get people, not people but kids, before they reach addiction, right? Before they go in there, before they have to go through all the trouble and experience all that stuff like that. They are there for them, and they're actually pretty successful. Like I said, they're out of South Carolina. The cool thing about it is they don't charge for their program, and people are allowed to get in and do it for free.
Frozen.
Uh-oh.
I see me on this
Yeah.
side. I see me on this side, but I see you guys frozen on your side.
We got you now. You're back.
Okay.
Oh, you're froze
yeah.
again.
This may be a very
Uh-oh.
short show.
Yeah.
Between him being frozen and
between
your
the frozen
throat.
and my voice. Um, well, the still shot looks good.
You're still
Yeah.
a,
It's
you're
crazy
still
when
a
I go
handsome young
frozen.
man.
When I go frozen, you guys are frozen.
Well,
Hey, when I
don't
go frozen, you guys are frozen.
know. Okay, it's
But then I can hear you guys, so
The
I'm not
family
sure
still
who it is, but we
got
hear,
each
we hear, we hear.
We're
ladies and
still
gentlemen.
here, man.
All
Hey,
right.
we
That-
still got each other.
Jacqueline's in the house. One of the shenanigators is here. Jacqueline, how you doing, honey? Yeah, you know what? With this
Where's the other one?
foundation,
Where's Amber at?
She'll be here
she'll be
soon.
coming. But what this foundation you got going on, man, I love that, because that's
Catching them
that's
before
the
they
whole
get hooked.
thing, man. Is what we need to be doing is getting a hold of these people. I mean, it's great with all the platforms and all the organizations and all the things, but it'd be even better is if they weren't needed. If we
absolutely.
could get them ahead of time and do exactly what they're doing. So hey, you know what? Anything is better than nothing. So God bless them. And was it Rise
Rise Prevention.org.
Prevention? God bless
That's
them,
how you
man.
can
Thank you
find them.
guys.
But yeah, they seem really cool. I got a chance to talk with the founder. She was looking for like a social media influencer that could help spread the knowledge and everything like that, and be able to kind of spread awareness of the program. I had a really cool conversation with her. I got to get an email out to her after this. But they want to bring us out they got connections throughout the jails, the prisons over there. So thinking about maybe, I told her, I said, I'll come out for 4 to 7 days and we could just tear up South Carolina. And she said she was interested. So I'm excited to be able to see where that can lead, man. A lot of exciting things have been happening. Beyond blessed, man. Beyond blessed. It's really cool to be it's hard, a lot of work. It's a lot of consistency and a lot of hours, but it's cool to see stuff start paying off, man. You gotta imagine. I've been at this over doing music over 23 years, so to
Wow.
actually start to get traction, right? It's longer than more than
Uh-oh.
music,
Oh
and
boy.
it's really cool to be able to get some traction. I,
Oh, you froze. Now you're back.
Yep. So look, so she said I'm freezing on my end. So they're saying I'm freezing on my end. So if you see me freeze up, OG or Manny, you just take it because I could see it freezing on my side, and then I'll just stop talking. Why it freezes up, if that makes sense. Yeah, buddy. Or unless
God.
OG wants to pull up the Frozen theme song.
Yeah,
Oh,
frozen. We got
that's a good song.
John Tool just popped out. The 988 hotline is coming to an end. Very sad. Did not hear anything about that, but we'll definitely excuse me, see what's going on about that.
What is
It's
what is
isn't
the
that the
988 hotline?
I believe isn't that not the is it
Oh,
the
that's an emergency
well,
line
there's the
for
one like a
mental
suicide
illness,
hotline
right? But
or
it's
mental health
Yeah.
illness or
yeah.
crisis, and I don't know why in the
I
hell they
didn't
would
know
get
they would.
that. That makes no sense. Um,
Ugh.
so I have no idea, John. If you have any information on that, please let us know, and so we can pass that along as well. Anna is in a house. Anna, how you doing? Um, oh, that's you
Absolutely.
messaging
I'm
Anna.
messaging Anna.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what, John? I didn't see that, and that just makes absolutely no sense at all. It says it's a national hotline for suicide mental. Yeah, I mean that. Why would you even that? I'd hate to be the guy that says, "I got a great idea. Let's get rid of let's get rid of this hotline."
Maybe it has something to do with funding, or maybe they can't
Yeah,
get people to work.
Well, it
You would
could
think
be.
there'd be volunteers or something though that'd be willing to
Yeah. Yeah.
play the part,
you
everything like that.
just they just said it right there. You just said it says apparently, it's politically they lost their funding, but yes, very sad. We'll keep an eye on it. And John, keep us informed too. If you hear anything, please let us know as well.
Yes,
Um,
indeed. Absolutely. And OG, fire off a question for us.
Oh my goodness, you caught me. I was messaging somebody.
Hey,
uh-oh.
you good, OG? You good? Think
No,
about
no,
it. Stop.
Oh,
Go
let's
ahead.
see. How about
shoot, you're on top of it. Thank you.
what is with the sobriety with right now? What is something since becoming sober that you have done that you are proud of? Just something that maybe you've accomplished, something that may seem very little to you, very minor to you.
Yeah.
But you know what? I've got people that I talk to. The one he was always interested in woodworking because his dad would do a lot of stuff, and he'd always say stuff about his dad and woodworking and how, man, I don't know how he does that. That's I could never do that, never do that. Well, half the time he was so shit faced, he could barely do anything. And now I actually got a hold of him. We were talking. This was a little bit while back, and he took up a wood class. He went to the local a community college and he started doing that. And he actually made, and I remember he was talking about in high school, we made a jewelry box, just a little in high school. We made this. And here he is in his late 50s. And he was so proud of that. And you should, he goes, I know this is stupid. I'm like, why would you say it's stupid, man? Something you've been wanting to do that, something like that you never did before. So yeah, man, just something that you've now done in your sobriety that you're proud of, whether it's um,
I honestly, I would have to say becoming a recovery advocate.
Mhm.
Because it's something that I didn't expect to do. It's something that wasn't in my cards or never had any passion for. And it's kind of cool because to be a recovery advocate, that means like I'm in recovery. That's what plays such a big part of it, right? So that means
yeah,
I got my life together enough that I can use my life experiences and influence to be able to, give back or be able to teach or be able to help people get to the other side. I honestly think that's a huge accomplishment of mine that like I didn't expect. Like the music thing is really cool, but like I always expected that. So it's not something that like kind of caught me off guard or surprised. I think it makes my heart very happy that I'm able to give back. It truly does. So that's got to be one of my biggest.
Actually, saying that is, yeah, I feel the same way. And it's actually something that I bring up quite a bit during our shows with Music and Mayhem is that exact same thing. How with our lives and our stories and the turmoil that we have created in our active addiction, that no one would blame any of us if working on our sobriety, all we focused on was ourselves and our immediate family, and that was it. No one
Yeah.
would blame for that after all we did. But you look at most of the people dealing in recovery, they're even if they don't have a platform like what we're doing, they're of it though, and they're reaching out. So yeah, man, and that's just I think being in our nature, we have gone through this and we know the terrible feeling. We know the hell that it is, and we don't want others to go through it. So that's exactly like you said. What a perfect advocate, someone who's gone through
Yeah.
what others are going through. So yeah, that's right. That's spot on.
Yeah, it's a big accomplishment, and just like uh, the founder of Rise Prevention was talking about, that's who they're looking for is people who's better to teach people prevention than somebody who's actually been through it, because they can
Yeah.
actually, with their real life experience, be able to explain to him or explain to the kids what would happen. And it's really a cool thing too, because like, right now I do a lot of recover advocacy, not only with my music, but my platform, with the tour. We meet tens of thousands of addicts all around the country. Every single year we get into prisons, we get into rehabs, jails, etc. So it's really awesome to be able to meet them, but also what I've been doing lately with one of my brand deals is helping people get into recovery and find treatment centers and things like that, right? So not only am I able to use that with my platform, but now with um, Rise Prevention stepping in, now I'll be able to help the kids. The kids are the future. So it's really awesome that I have such a positive message and people actually look at me like a role model, because I was far from a role model, just like a lot of us, right?
Yeah.
If you would have looked at that kid shooting dope at the door, and you're like, hell yeah, he's gonna save so many people with his positive message, and he's just in the doorway, you'd be like, hell no,
Oh
right?
man.
But like it's happening, and so I couldn't be more proud to be the man that I am today. I still got a ton to work on, but I'm moving in a cool direction.
Yeah, and yeah, like I said, I totally agree. So yeah, whatever you guys, if you've got something that you're doing now or experiences that you've something that you've experienced since becoming sober and in your life in recovery, certain things that you may be doing now, whether it's stuff with your family, camping, hiking, fishing, boating, sports, hobbies, whatever it is, it's something that's bringing. And like for me, just being outside, man, I've always liked that, even my shit face days, being out, but now being able to enjoy so much more. And, like you said too, about all of us being advocates because we've experienced it. And I had a guest on one time and we were talking about they went to a counselor
Yeah,
and this person had all these degrees and all that. And I brought that up. I said, what's crazy is there's actually people who go to college to become counselors, like peer recovery, all these different degrees in
yeah,
counseling to help people who are battling addiction, who have never drank, never done drugs before, but they just care so much about people. They are such humanitarians that they just want to help. And these
yeah,
people have never experienced it. So for those people, I'm like, God bless you, man, for never experiencing all this. Now, on the downside, like we were just saying, they'll never be able to sit down with someone and say, I understand what you're saying, or I can relate to, because
Yeah.
no, unless you've gone through what we've gone through, you can sympathize, but you'll never be able to
Know
understand it.
that darkness.
absolutely,
Um, John
absolutely.
Toole, John, what did he put? John has reconnecting with hobbies is my favorite part. I call them lost loves, like playing pool.
Oh,
That
nice.
is a big one for me. Oh yeah, man. And
That's
see,
awesome.
playing pool, man. We used to do that shit all the time at the bar, but now I go and I have iced tea and still shoot pool.
Mm-hmm.
Jacqueline, birthday
Birthday
parties, weekend with the family as well. Game night once a week at there. Hey, game night. We can play Monopoly.
game night, baby, game night. Jacqueline, Hey, Jackie, what games you be playing on game night? Let us know in the comments. Manny got excited because he tore it down on Monopoly. Ended up with Park Place. Ended up with Boardwalk. And I told him
Oh,
from the beginning, as soon as he got it, I said, "Oh, the game's a wrap.
well,
Game's
what
a wrap."
was it? Was there two or three? It was Park
Two.
Place,
Two.
Boardwalk. Oh, okay. Because it's been so long since I played. I remember I got Boardwalk, and Skylar's like, "Oh," and then it was like within a very short time, I got the next one, and Skylar's like, "Oh shit, game over, game over," and I was just like,
Game
"It's
over,
been
baby.
so." I was just like,
Hey, we
but
still gave him hell, though. Still gave him
oh
hell.
man, it was so funny at the end. It's like, I'm gonna mortgage this, I'm gonna sell you that. And then Kayla's like, I don't
No.
think so.
No.
She was like,
She was
no.
ice. She was
Oh my
cold blooded. She was
God.
cold blooded. She really
She
was. She
gave
wasn't willing to give up anything.
she gave Skylar the look. They were
Ooh, yeah.
negotiating, and it was back and forth about property and all this. And all of a sudden, Kayla literally just went, no.
Mhm.
No.
And that was it. It was just like, I mean, and that was it.
She took us
Oh,
out. I see Sarah Edwards in here. Shout out to Sarah Edwards. I see a lot of people in the comment section. I
Mhm.
appreciate you guys so much. You guys are incredible. Tell us if you guys are in the comment section, what is one of your guys' accomplishments in sobriety or recovery that you guys are proud of, right?
yeah.
Sarah
Or
Edwards said,
emotion, Joe.
Skylar Ray, I am glad that I started following you. Thank you, Sarah. I
Oh,
appreciate
yes,
you so
yes.
much. Let's go. Let's go. It's
Okay.
been crazy. It's been crazy. I think just today I've gained like 600 followers on my Skylar Ray page.
All right, all
So
right.
if you guys are new and watching, I appreciate you guys. We go live every single Wednesday at around 7 p.m.
Ish.
Ish.
Right? I gotta sprinkle in the ish, right?
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so that's basically when we go live. But we do it Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, ish. And
It was always the ish.
always
And,
the ish because me and Manny like to run our dang mouth. So and
and
then you
then we
got
got
OG like saying, boys, it's
It,
past
it,
the time. And
it's
then every once in a
7:04.
while,
It's 7:05.
what was that, OG?
I said it's 7:04. Oh, no, it's 7:05. You want to go on the show? Yeah. You
Yep,
know, I
yep.
irritate you guys.
there
She
we
just
got
keeps us in check.
my man, Mr. Positive is in the house. I remember when I first started listening, not first started listening, but to the riff back in the day. My man Gregory, Mr. Positive, been around a long time. You can catch him on the local stations now. I mean, he's on so many stations right now. I can't remember all of them that you're on. So, Mr. Positive, if you can, man, why don't you throw up some of the stations that you're on? And I know before you had certain days and all that with oh my
Yeah, let us
God.
know.
I'm trying.
Show off. Come
Yeah,
on.
let us
Yeah,
know your info.
I am
Uh-huh.
having a brain freeze right now with
Well,
some of the
while you're
guys.
freezing your brain, we've
Oh,
got
His Wi-Fi is kicking in.
Doug
Hey, somebody
Podell.
needs to turn the Wi-Fi back on. You got it?
Doug Podell. I remember it was Greg
yeah.
and Doug and Screaming and all the guys, Drew and Mike back in the day, all of those guys, man. And Mr. Positive Gregory was a huge part of it and still is. So I'm proud of you, my brother. You've been around for a long time, and it's an honor to have you pop on here. And thank you for your support. Really do
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Jackie
Thank you,
Blankenship
Greg.
likes Phase 10, Uno, Monopoly, Spoons, and Spades.
What? I wish I
What?
Sarah
knew how to play
Edwards.
card games. I just
Sarah
never.
Edwards.
Oh,
She
okay.
got her kids back from DCFS. That's good.
Who?
That's nice.
Congratulations.
Sarah Edwards.
Let's
Yes,
see.
indeed. Well, Jackie was the one that says Uno, Monopoly, Spoon,
Yeah.
Spades.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. And then Sarah, I was in active addiction for 19 years. I'm almost
Woo.
5 years sober.
All right. All right.
Yes,
Let's
Sarah
go, baby. Let's
Edwards.
Good
go.
girl.
There you
Good
go.
girl. Stay
That's
strong.
incredible, guys. You guys drop
Congratulations.
your clean dates in the description if you guys are watching this. Make sure you hit that share button, drop us a comment, but drop those clean dates so we could cheer you on, guys. You don't know who you're inspiring. Like I just seen Sarah's do that, and like I said, she's a new follower, but I see her. I got her back, and to know that she's in recovery. Like Sarah, if you ever need some, make sure you holler, right? But I got a little over 6 years, I guess 6.5 now. Time flies, right?
Hey.
So December 6th, 2018. How long you got, Manny?
January 27th, it just passed, was 5
Let's
years for
go.
me. So
Let's
5 years there. And I just remember Sarah Edwards, 7/8/20. She just popped up there. Congratulations, Sarah.
That is
And
beautiful.
yeah, man. So share those dates and anything else that you're celebrating. Anything, birthdays, holidays, graduations, anything,
Good.
anything.
We got Randy right there, 7/24, 2019.
And actually, Randy, I just I'm going back and forth with Randy, and we are going to be connecting. Randy's going to be coming on and doing a show. Randy, why don't you your platform? I don't want to get the wrong wording on it, so why don't you post the name of your platform so we can give you some love too, Randy, because we're going to be getting you on My Fight Our War.
We got some new ones coming in, guys. We got
Jacqueline.
John. We got John with 3/15, 2019. My inbox is always open. Feel free to give me a follow. I make live stream content. John, we appreciate you so much. We got Jacqueline with February 10th, 2021.
Yes.
Incredible, guys.
There's Randy. Recover Together. That is Randy Beard. Randy, Recover Together. A lot of great content, man. And like I said, we're going to be doing some stuff together, myself and Randy at My Fight Our War and back and forth. So, Randy, appreciate everything you're doing as well, brother.
Yes, indeed, Sarah.
We are one big family.
Yeah, you guys, and if you guys know, like a lot of people in this are consistent people that pop up on this live, and if they're not, doesn't mean they're not consistent people. So I wanted to make sure I worded that so I wasn't putting anybody down. But a lot of people on these lives, guys, are consistent people that are always popping in. It is part of our family, part of our loved ones. And we met just by them popping on for the first time and dropping a comment, no matter what it was. And we saw them. And not only did they take us into their family, but we took them into ours, guys. And it's been an incredible journey. We do this every single Wednesday, 7 p.m. Easternish. Easternish. The Eastern is not. Hey, hold on. The Eastern is not the itch. The Eastern is the for sure thing, but it is 7 Eastern. Right.
7 Eastern.
But Manny, my beautiful co-host over here, Manny, he also does his My Fight Our War, guys. It's Monday, every Monday, but have you been doing it twice a week?
We've been actually doing
2, 3, and
Mondays,
sometimes 4 times a week, but I'm cutting them back.
Yeah, the last week
that's why your voice is gone.
That's what it was. We did 5 shows in 6 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's just. But you know what? Just like you get, you just don't want to stop. It's just part of you. And
he loves it, but I'm putting the hammer down.
Just like John says here, we all in this war together, man. We're all one big family. All the different names we do recover. My Fight Our War. Randy, I already recovered together with Randy and all of the other ones. Yeah, it's just like a big family with extended family with different names, but all one big family.
Absolutely. And OG, will you do me a favor? Afterwards, I'll get you a list, guys. If you guys do not know, it has taken some time, but did you check Spotify yet? Because we're on there.
I was there yesterday.
Yep.
I went. And,
okay. I'm waiting right now for Apple Podcasts to accept us. But wherever you listen to podcasts, besides once we get accepted into Apple, they have a few brothers and sister companies that allow you to, but you have to go through the Apple process first. That is the last one we're waiting on approval for, which we will get. But I would love to be able to, OG, I will contact you and we'll go over which ones I have uploaded for My Fight Our War. Because I've only been catching the ones and looking for Monday. So I just want to make sure I haven't missed any since we've been back and started uploading.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we've been adding dates on left and right, and that's just kind of going on the fly. So we'll catch up with that. And once because I had the wording, it wasn't exactly the same. So when I was punching in, but yeah, it's definitely there.
It's there.
So wherever you guys can get all of your podcasts and all that, you'll be able to find us.
Yes, indeed.
And, so please spread the word.
And Amber's here.
What's that?
Amber's
Let's go, Amber.
Amber,
Ladies and gentlemen. She is a good
Shenanigator.
friend of mine, a good friend of all of us. I can't. You see how I just try to claim her? I said she's a good friend of
She's
mine.
mine.
You know,
Okay. It's just
That's
like
okay.
doing. It's
Thank
like
you
the
for
draft.
sharing her. You
Yo,
okay?
it's like the
First
draft.
of all,
In
I
the
got her
first
from you guys.
round. In the first round, we will take Amber. Okay. Well, Skylar's like, no, you can't have her. She's already on my team.
Man,
Kevin's in
you
the
know
house.
You know who I've been missing is Danny Gibson. So Danny Gibson, if you are
Yeah.
watching this message,
Yeah.
I
we are looking
Katie.
for
And
you.
Katie. They
Yep.
okay?
Danny and Katie. I've chit-chat a little bit with both of them, a few little messages here and there, and they got a lot of stuff going on as well. And but thank God they're
As long as they're
okay.
okay.
Just life, just life is taking those twists and turns, and but thank God they're still. Main thing is they're okay, and
We're still
definitely
fighting the good fight.
yeah, still sending positive thoughts and prayers. Kevin is in the house. How you doing, Kevin? And let's
Shout out to
see.
Kevin, everybody watching, guys. We are absolutely grateful for you. OG, you have another, or do you have
I
another
do.
one written
Yes,
down?
I do. Yes,
All right,
I
go
do.
ahead,
What
fire it
is
off.
Okay, here it is. If you had one message for the world, what would it be?
Oh hell
Okay,
yeah!
so it can get funny, it can get deep, it can get whatever,
Mm.
intense, whatever. But just print it out there. Let's take a look at it.
All right, if I had
Okay.
one message for the world, it would be to always be yourself, because no one can be a better version of you than you can be, right? That
True.
means don't
True.
don't be afraid to speak your feelings. Do what you are feeling in your heart. And if you're in any type of business or anything like that, or you make content, definitely I strongly encourage to be yourself, because your true audience will show up and you will make an authentic connection with them. And on top of that, there's a sense of freedom, guys, from not putting on a facade, for not putting on a mask and pretending to be somebody you're not or something that you're not. By being yourself, it is the ultimate freedom feeling. I
And
try
the
to
message,
figure out how to say that: freedom
Oh,
feeling. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Be
and the
yourself.
message from Donald is to be Donald blows. Be kind.
be kind.
Very simple, but very, very important.
And that's just it too, man. Because I've got another one though, but just kind of piggybacking off of that is, getting into the social media world is if you are going to do that, do what we're doing here. If you are attempting to be something you're not, I'm just here to tell
It'll
you,
show
you
up.
will fail
Mhm.
because, like Skylar just said, you can only if you're not authentic, you'll never be yourself. All your content will be fake. Your wording, your sincerity, everything you may think you're fooling people. The one thing that we all know when it comes to our platform is you cannot bullshit an addict. You cannot pull anything past us. So be yourself. And since on the platform with addiction and all that stuff, mine would be the two would actually be is don't be careful with our words because our words are very powerful in a very good way and a bad way. So be careful with how you use them. And most of all, with the word addiction, is to remember that it's only a word. And I say that from firsthand that addiction is only a word and it's not a death sentence because I was told to my face by specialists, a room full of doctors, Manny, you've got less than 6 weeks to live, hospice, all that stuff. I'm still here. So don't give addiction more power than it doesn't deserve any. But just remember that it is only a word. It is not a death sentence.
Okay, so we got a couple of them. We got Amber saying, "To thine own self be true."
Yes.
Nikki Munson, "Know your worth,"
Yes.
which is good.
Mhm.
Jackie Blankenship, "Always make time for yourself."
I
That's
like that.
awesome.
I
And
like
I'm
that. Go
yeah.
ahead.
Let me see what else that we have here.
I see Randy. So first of all, Randy, I appreciate you. He said be the type of friend a friend would like to have.
Oh,
No,
that's
without a
nice.
doubt.
That's nice.
I
'Cause
love
I
that. I love that.
know
And Randy, I see that you contacted me. I'm gonna go. Well, at least I see that you left it in the comment section. I'm gonna check my messages. If not, I will reach out to you. I appreciate you. And yeah, Donald was letting me know about what you guys do with the black balloon thing.
mhm.
Not thing. Sorry, I didn't mean that in any type of way. Black Balloon event.
Yes.
Let's speak clearly, because what you guys are doing is incredible stuff and doesn't need to be
Oh,
called a
yeah.
thing, right?
Yeah.
So I love your guys' movement. Do you have any more, OG? If not,
I get
another message. Go ahead.
well, there's people comments. Amber, she borrowed from Gandhi. Be the change you wish to see in the world, which is
Yes.
always a very good one. Just something for me, just very simple, kind of funny. But what anybody else thinks of you is none of your business.
I like that.
Meaning, don't care what anybody else thinks of you. The only one you have to please is the one you look at in the mirror in the morning or in the
Yep.
afternoon or whatever.
When it comes
When it
to
just, you
who
know,
who I am accountable for or to,
Yeah.
and this is just
Mhm.
I'm only speaking for myself.
Mhm.
The man upstairs and the man in the mirror. That's all I worry about. The
Mhm.
rest comes after the fact.
Mhm.
Because for the longest times, I didn't care about anybody or anything, and that has to that had to come to an end, and it did. So that
Yeah.
is it's also true.
And
And
I want to share one thing that I want to share. I think it was, oh, I forget who it was. It'll come to me who.
Look at him whispering in her ear, dude. He tried to silence his mic. You think I can't hear you whispering in her ear, Manny? I hear you, dude.
it was
It better
lip
be
reading.
sweet nothing.
Yeah,
Check it out.
yeah.
My
It's
message.
always sweet nothings. It's nothing. When
Hey,
when you walk away, let me finish my sentence, please. When you walk into a room, do you want the people to say, "Oh, look who's here," or "Oh, look who's coming"? So your energy presents itself. So
it
be
does.
the person to say, "Oh, look who's here."
I
How
love
nice.
that.
Uh-huh.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that, OG. Shout out to Hunter in the comment section. I believe that is my guy Hunter from with Too Fluent. We got a track coming out as well.
All
But with
right.
that being said, my message for if you are in early recovery, if you are an addict, is to be kind to yourself and be patient.
Mhm. Mhm.
Those
Oh
are
yeah.
the biggest things. I hear
Mhm.
so many. That is the most common theme that I hear when I travel the country. Mind you, guys, we've done 88 stops around the country on tour. I meet so many addicts in early recovery, right? And they all tell me, man, the biggest thing is being frustrated. I hear them not being kind to themselves. They're beating themselves down. They're talking about, hopefully I can do it, or when I get out, I like this is gonna happen. And they're already creating doubts and reservations of when to give up, right? Because they're not being kind to themselves. But also on top of that, they talk about when they get out, they they want that nice house or that car or that dream job or that attractive significant other or like a dog or like and it's like those things will come, but you got to be patient. And I think a lot of
Mhm.
people get frustrated and give up before the miracle happens. So please, guys, be kind to yourself, be patient, try using words like I'm gonna, I know I can, things like that, positive affirmations. Don't forget to look in the mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful, right? Because how many times do we pass the mirror? I think I am. Oh, there we go. I was about to say I'm frozen for a second, but I was about to say, how many times do we pass the mirror and we say something bad about ourselves,
Oh
right?
yeah, definitely, definitely,
We're
without a doubt.
making progress. We're making progress.
Mhm.
We
Mhm.
should be at least trying to make progress every day. And it's like I still walk past the mirror and say negative things about myself.
Give that
So
person love in the
It's
mirror.
it's a slow process, and
yeah,
I've said that too, man. It's like now that's what that goes right in tune with what I said about our words, man. I'll be at the gym when I was training people, and people would be like, "Man, I can't do that." It's like you didn't even fucking try.
yeah,
You're saying you can't do it, and you didn't even try to do the first one yet. So you know what? We're gonna switch this around, and yes, you can do that. Yes, you will do that, and we're gonna do it right now. And if we can't do it this way, we'll do it a different way. There's
yeah.
always a way, and we'll do it that way.
I definitely agree.
What we got?
Kevin said back problems. I need my job back, my house back, my move back.
Well done.
Like
Gotta
a
sit,
Well
country
done.
song.
yeah, gotta sit back and enjoy the time in the ride. Blessings will come when we are ready for it. Can't
Mhm.
go getting it without healing. That is very true, guys. And
Yeah,
also, what you do obtain along the short journey, it's going to be hard to be able to hold on to it and keep it.
yeah. And if you're sitting there looking, if you think that if you're hearing other people's stories, about their nice house and their nice car and the dogs and the material. Oh yeah, man, that sounds so nice. Look how happy they are. If you think that all of that stuff that was just mentioned is going to make you happy, be ready to be miserable the rest of your life, because you could have all of that. I know people that have that and more. And unless you're happy with, first and foremost, you, yourself, and what's inside, it doesn't matter what you have or who you're with. You can't. I'll be happy when I get the perfect job. I'll be happy when I get that perfect someone in my life. When I get my pay raise. When I get this. When. You know what? When you look in the mirror and you could be happy, just like you were saying, bam, that's when your true happiness will take place. And it starts with us. It starts with number one.
Absolutely.
No.
Okay, let's see. You
It
want another
starts
question?
with the man in the mirror.
Does it? But it
What you
is.
got,
It
OG?
is. It's true.
What do you say, Mama? What you got for us, OG?
Danny,
Fire off another
Danny was
question.
coughing. Who has been inspirational in helping you get sober and stay sober?
Oh, well, I'm
Who?
going to start with that one because this man upstairs, boy, I tell you. And that's just, and I don't mean by running to church every day. I don't mean by turning into a Bible thumper. I mean, for me and myself, it was my faith, the faith and realizing what it is and just going from there.
I'm getting an echo.
We're getting a bad echo now. Did you hear all that?
I don't hear an
Yes,
echo on my end.
Oh, yeah. It's just
Let me try something down real quick. What about now?
echo. It's still there. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but
I don't hear an echo on my end.
Huh.
But also,
Well-
I didn't freeze up on my end. So
Okay.
1 second. Hold on. Let me take cakes out. 1 second. 1 second, guys.
Well, we
got
okay. Well, Jackie said God and her kids
there you go.
helped her get sober and stay sober.
Yep. And yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Amber said something funny regarding the previous one. The grass may be greener on the other side, but that grass may be fertilized with bullshit.
Yes, that's true.
There's a shenanigator coming out.
And we got the shenanigator, and that was perfect. That
makes
perfect.
sense. No, I would say a person that has helped influence me to get clean and stay clean is my fiance Kayla. She has helped me build a life that is way worth fighting for. Right? She has helped and showed me that it is possible, and we've been able to build something that I've completely fallen in love with. Something that I get up for each day and hungry to take it to the next stage. There's a lot of life can get tiring. Life is exhausting. There's a lot of roadblocks in the way. But she has shown me that it's worth it, and she puts up a fight every day. And I put up a fight with her. Pick a fight with her. Not joking.
And that's good to be able to challenge each other like that.
No, I'm frozen.
No.
Yeah, I froze at the wrong time too because I said pick a fight with her, and then wow. But no, so I would have to say Kayla, 100%. She makes life beautiful. Even like when we're like things are hard and we're butting heads, like life is still so beautiful. And like I'm very grateful. I got me a little pooch running around. You know what I'm saying? I look at all my stuff, like life is moving away or moving along, and it's a really awesome experience, guys. We got Kristen in the building. Shout out to Kristen. I see you guys in the comment section. Thank you so much. Do not forget to smash that share button for us if you have not. Please do so.
Definitely. And Hunter, I know that I heard you say that they was reached out to you. They're part of, was it too fluent for Hunter?
Yes,
And
yes.
Who's his partner?
Jason.
Because I know that we were supposed to get them on the show, and when I think that one of them was in a car accident or something happened, and we were working on something. So if that is you, Hunter,
that is him.
yeah, because I know Krista hooked us up from Sober Patrol. I'm sorry, Sober Patrol, and they had a lot of stuff going on. So I definitely didn't forget about you guys, man. So let's push forward whenever is good for you guys, and we'll go forward with that.
Amber said that everyone here has helped her, and also Benjamin Lerner, the page that helps her daily.
Oh yeah, man, Benjamin, man, you talking?
Shout out to Big Swinging Ben.
Oh
Hell
man, high energy there, boy. Oh yeah,
my man, Big Ben, baby. We love Ben. We love Ben, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, she tagged his page, Amber. If not, will you tag his page?
definitely.
He's dropping our content daily about recovery. Good man. Absolutely love him.
Oh, great guy, man. He was nice enough to come on Music and Mayhem. He was nice enough to come on My Fight or War, and yeah, and again, there you go, just sharing. Everyone is so busy, but yet you make time, and that's how we get this ball rolling. That's how Randy, Donald, everyone just from popping on here and sharing. That's what we do. In fact, Randy, helping others is it's what keeps him sober, because it keeps him. That's the same thing with me too, man. By helping others, it keeps me focused. So it's as OG, it's a win-win. That's,
that's right.
her saying. Oh, you know what? Speaking of stories, OG, why don't you share your let's see, today she contacted me that she had a little situation with a car wash.
The car wash.
Oh wait, hold on. We got to bring you out for this. There you go.
Well, you're cutting my head off here for some reason.
Then slide over.
No. It's like,
okay. Well,
that's the camera. Anyway, it's like it's tilting down. Whatever. Anyway, so
come on, OG, get your stuff together. Oh, we can't hear OG now. We can't hear OG now. We can't hear. You got to pop back on here. Remove me for some reason.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Oh, okay. Where you drive into the car wash, and the door closes behind you. It's it's a car wash that it's a single car wash. It's not one of those hoses that you sit in the car and there's things that go around the car with the soap and the water. Well, I'm in there and I'm back and forth, and the thing stopped working. So I text Manny. There's a phone number to call, so I call this guy, and he says, "Well, I'll be there in a few minutes. Can you wait?" I said, "I can't go anywhere. I'm stuck inside this like a long garage." Like, text Manny. I said, "I'm stuck inside the car wash. I can't get out." So it's like, oh my God. And I've used it before, but it was just like, okay, well, there's an interesting time. But instead of getting upset, I called him. I was laughing.
Yeah, she was stuck in a car wash.
I'm stuck in a car wash, and then he must have turned it, because I took the cheapest car wash. Maybe that was why, the $5 car wash. But he must have soaped my car, the machine, like 4 times. I was like, oh my God. But anyway, so that was just a little story that he wanted me to share, and I'm not quite sure why, but there you go. There you go. A day in the life of, OG.
That's what we do. We share. All right, now let's see what happens here.
It's why we needed you to share that.
Why?
It's because it's about the mayhem in life.
Oh, yeah, well, that's true. It was a little bit mayhem.
Things
But
happen.
instead of getting upset or being,
life, OG.
the guy says, "I'll be there in 5 minutes. Can you wait?" I said, "I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sitting here in my car inside your garage with hoses, whatever." Anyway, yes, a little bit of mayhem.
We gonna get the car wash fixed. OG, do us a favor. What we did to the last business that did you wrong, drop the location and we will go over there and tear it down. Okay.
We're gonna protest.
It's actually very, very close to Manny's house. Yeah.
Oh, Manny, drop Manny, bro. Let's go. Let's roll out.
Then,
We're gonna go over there and we're just gonna roll through, and we're gonna tell them we're gonna do as much damage as we can until you can make it in 5 minutes. Can you make it in 5 minutes? Just joking, guys. I don't condone violence or destruction.
No.
Our vandalism. That was absolutely 100% a joke.
I was just so glad when I called the number that was on the wall, somebody answered, and I thought, because if nobody answers, what do I do? Call 911, let the fire department open them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's when you called me first, so I could go there and video it from the outside.
And I did, didn't I?
That would have been something. Just sit there. Oh, geez, on the inside. We could have went live from inside the car wash. I could just send you the link from StreamYard while you were in there.
Oh my goodness.
That would have been crazy. Shout out to Whoa.
Oh,
He said,
hey,
I'm in
check
the
this out.
hospital now.
Yep,
Baby Whoa should be here
any day.
Actually, it might be tonight.
Yeah, if you're there now, brother, hopefully
She
it'll
must be having contractions. That's
You gotta tell her. You gotta push it to the limit. She pushes. She push. Yes, indeed. If you guys do not know, King Handsome is a good friend of ours, but he is getting ready to have a baby. So he has a saying, "Whoa," which stands for winning over everything. So we're always saying, "Whoa." So that is where it comes from. I'm in the hospital now. Baby Whoa should be here any day.
Yeah.
And so
Oh, how nice.
we look forward to it, guys. We definitely do. OG, you want to fire off another question? Before we play a video and get out of here, we got to save Manny's voice.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's just tonight or the morning. I don't know. I'm just yeah, King Handsome. Hey, King Handsome. I'm just here waiting. Well, I'm pretty sure that's what Jazz is doing too.
Yeah.
Well,
You better
like,
be there waiting, Whoa.
man. Right now, Wo's like, "I'll be right back, honey." She's like, "You're not going anywhere."
He's
Right
like,
now,
"Yo,
she sounded like
DJ
me.
Bobby Boom needs me, man. He's doing the freestyles, the Boom Squad."
Oh my goodness.
He's like, "I gotta go see Pound Cake, man. Gotta keep kissing Pound Cake. I gotta go talk to Pound Cake."
I gotta
I
go
still
clean up
remember
the
that.
throw up. Yo,
That
Jazz, I already
was,
got my Tim's on.
That
Whoa.
was so funny. King Handsome's like, "Will you stop kissing that dog? She can't breathe. She can't breathe."
Well, okay, this last question for the night. A little bit of self-reflection here. What is a personality trait that holds you back?
Ooh. I would say my hard-headedness or thinking I know all the answers.
Okay. Okay.
That sometimes could cause me to have little earmuffs on my ears when someone's trying to explain how to do something, or to be able to fully listen and just be a better person in a relationship, right? I think I have all the answers, or I always want to say something. Someone will be talking to me, and I'm always like waiting for them to stop so I could tell them something. And it's something that I think could really put up some roadblocks, and something that I would like to not be. I'd rather be a better listener. So a personality trait that is definitely a roadblock.
Oh, there's an
thinking
old
I know all the
saying. Well, that's why you have two ears and one mouth. You're supposed to listen twice as much as you talk. Just saying.
I agree.
Wow. Randy, I like Randy. I had to replace my ego with integrity. Very good,
Wow.
Randy.
Okay.
Then,
Okay.
Go with a personality trait.
Well, or
Let's see.
something in the
Well, I
similar.
know, and mine, in the past is something that this here has fixed it for me, because in the past, mine was not being shy, but being very when it came to like speaking and all that shit. Remember, I told you
That
how
you were.
if I had to get up and talk to anyone, like in front of like the class, or doing an in-serve or something like that, I mean, there was no confidence, because I was like, screw this. I don't want to talk to anybody. I didn't even want to talk to myself.
yeah,
You do a couple live videos, from day one,
Mhm.
and just let her rip and have fun doing it. So yeah, I just, mine was cured by doing podcasts.
So
And
you
that
used
was
to be
just being
shy,
a little
hmm?
more confident.
Manny
Well,
did used to be shy. Until he started watching his beautiful self on there, and he's like, "Damn, I'm a smooth talker,
Yeah.
smooth
Oh.
Well,
operator."
that's part of what, like, maybe the alcohol would help people get over that, because
Yes.
it
Yeah. And the
so
thing
they
is,
become less shy, but they become more obnoxious.
oh yeah. Oh, well, that's just like you said about walking into a place and
They're like,
people, the
"Oh my
way they
God,
want to
here he
perceive
comes."
you, is that a good thing or bad thing when you walk into a place? I had
Mhm.
many days when me and the boys would walk into the bar the next day, and it was like, you gonna hug me or hit me?
Yeah.
Because I didn't remember the night before, and so yeah.
That's crazy.
But
That's crazy.
Yeah, and
You want
Amber
me- you
said
want me-
that you
Go
sure
ahead.
have come full circle, Manny.
what's that?
Amber says you sure have come full
I
circle.
know. Isn't that something new? Shenanigator you?
Yeah. What else? It's the old
Oh,
Amber self-criticism. Well, yes, Amber, because you actually just said it a little bit ago in our conversations here. You got to love yourself. Don't criticize yourself. You should be your biggest champion.
Oh
Like,
yeah, be your
yay,
own
Amber!
biggest fan.
Yay, Amber! Amber loves Amber.
Be
You know,
your
even if you
own
don't
biggest
believe it,
fan.
keep saying it till you believe it.
But,
You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just getting the video ready. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, indeed. No, I absolutely agree. Should we pop a video on before we get off? I don't want to keep Manny too long. All right, 1 second. I'm gonna pop this video on. Manny, you know you're beautiful, right?
I just keep on moving, na 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 na. I just keep on moving, na 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 na. I just keep on pushing, na 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 na. I just keep on pushing, na 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 na. I just keep on moving, I just keep on moving.
I'm trying to reach
I just keep on pushing,
heights that I've never been. I'm talking fly like a pelican. AC, this won't be the first time that I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, should I just let it take me out? Fuck it, I do this shit myself. I keep on having these dreams, but will I achieve a great amount of wealth? Washingtons and Roosevelts. My time is short, it's like an elf. My moment was here, but I didn't pose. A minute is here, another is gone. I know ain't nothing set in stone. I wanted to stick, break a bone. I did some time behind the case, but now I'm happy that I'm home. But I got scars on my face, now I'm feeling like a poem. I done struck out on my chance, empty pocket my pants, trying to double my livestock, still working on the brand. Weight heavy on my shoulders, but still stepping like a soldier. But can't make it seem beautiful in the eyes of the beholder. So it's sun up till it's sundown, trying to pop quick like a gun sound. It's hard place and it's rock here. I'm in between like the rundown. What I used to do is not fun now. How can it be when your fun's down? Starting off back then now, I still never put the pen down.
Na 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 na, I just keep on moving. Na 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 na, I just keep on pushing. Na 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 na, I just keep on pushing. Na 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 na, na 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 na.
Game when I popped up, nobody stopped us. Standing on top, no one can stop us. Ran from the coppers, hit from the choppers. Swear to my life that I won't stop. Then I got caught, locked in a box, 3 hots in a cot. All thanks to the block. Changed my life and now I'm on top. Changed my life and now I'm on top. Yeah. Came too far just to go back. Throw it all away for a dope stack. Half you motherfuckers don't know what it takes. Push to a point that you break. Tired of dealing with snakes. Yeah, I prayed for a break. Decided not to wait. I stepped at the gate, accepted my fate. I lifted that weight. I paid my ways and served my days. Accepted my flaws, dirty my paws. I did it myself. And for help when it got that bitch, when it did that shit, yeah, I did that shit. What a life I live, what I won't just give to save these kids. I flipped my lid, I lost my patience. Everybody claim they friends. Where was you at when I was inside or slept outside? I wanted to die, I couldn't get clean, so I got high. Turned my life around, I flipped it like a magician. Now I'm on the road cause dreams come true. I hope you think about what you gon' do, what you gon' do, what you gon' do. I hope you think about what you gon' do, yeah. I hope you think about what you gon' do. Let me ask you, what are you gonna do? You only get one life. You better live it to the fullest.
I just keep on moving. Na 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 na. I just keep on pushing. Na 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 na. I just keep on pushing. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Keep It Moving by me and AC. So check it out. So that right there is an old track that we did back when me and AC and Kayla, we were on tour somewhere, and we're celebrating their birthday. Hold on, it's trying to play on my own now. We about to take that off. But look, check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys smash that share button for me. John says I will share this one on Monday for Music Monday on Suicide Registry organization Facebook page, ladies and gentlemen. That is a tongue twister. I appreciate you so much, John. Anybody that is watching, you guys are absolutely incredible. I want to let you guys know, do not give up on yourself. Always believe in yourself. OG, are we going to go on without Manny and go ahead and end this or what? Oh, hold on. Give me a thumbs up. I can see you in the back. So are we gonna end it? All right, hold on. All right, we're gonna go ahead and end this. But if you guys are watching, I love you guys so much. Manny, his DoorDash got there, right? There's nothing we can do about it. He is waiting for his DoorDash. There seems to be a problem. The last 3 guys have been eating out of his food packages. He almost got into a rumble, so we got OG there tonight for security purposes. So we'll keep you updated. Until then, go ahead and give us a like and a follow. I absolutely love you guys. Hey, stay fighting the good fight. And remember, addiction is not a death sentence. Let's go. Da-na-na-na-na.